good people, and welcome to an exciting episode of Chronicles La Familia. It is exciting and a joy for me because it is a topic that is close to my heart, that proves that that marriages work. Marriages under God, marriages done in the right way, they work. And therefore today we have a couple that has been together for the last 22 years. And it is an honor to have them. We want to know from them how they have made their journey successful, so that we can learn from them and the same can be applied in our lives. So welcome for this and so much more on Chronicles La Familia. It is always a pleasure to have you. Karibuni sana, the Mungai'S.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we have waited for this day.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To just host you on the show, because that is what we are all about. Yeah. So karibuni sana. Please
Asante.
make yourself known to our audience.
Asante.
Sijui nani ataanza?
Thank you very much. We are so humbled. My name is Martin Mungai. I'm 48 years old. A father of two, a boy and a girl. That is Alvin and Macy. And of course a husband to one. Yes.
Wow.
And welcome to our home.
All right. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Now
you.
to you.
My name is Cecilia Wangoi Mungai. But I know there are those who know me with my maiden name is Cecilia Wangoi Kenywa.
Awesome.
Yes, I am a mother of two, Alvin and Macy.
Yeah.
They are both teenagers. I thank God. I am married to one man, a male.
Very important.
Very important.
To note the gender.
Yes. Yes, and I thank God.
How old are you? Do you need to say that?
Ladies
I am
don't talk about
always
their age.
16. I am just 16.
All right.
Yes.
Maybe for the benefit of the viewers, I'm
Yes.
48.
Yes, I am 46.
So you can do the math.
Yes.
Oh, she got it.
Yes.
I wanted to use the formula for them to calculate. But anyway, thank you.
All right. It's a pleasure having you,
Yes.
good people. You know why we need to have this conversation? There is a lot of negativity around the institution of marriage.
Yeah.
Out there, the issues that we see in the social media is when marriages don't work. But here we are as ambassadors that marriages work.
Yes.
And that is why we have you on the show, to tell us, to show us how you have made yours work for those many years. So karibuni mtuambie, mulijuania wapi?
Sasa mwenye alianza sianze tu.
Is it? Oh my goodness. That's quite something. It's a story that I always love telling. Because it's a very personal experience for me. And it's something that I cherish.
Wow.
For starters, we met way back in 1997 when we were first years in college.
All right.
And it was very interesting how we met because we happened to be doing more or less the same course. We are both teachers, by the way, so we did education. And we met, I think, when we were freshers in class in one of the lecture theaters. And I was there, a vibrant young man. And who comes to sit next to me? A beautiful girl, very brown.
Very light skin.
Very light skin, you're right. You know, and...
I'm a brown skin. I'm a light skin.
I know.
Well, you could say that. But, you know, the most interesting bit is that she pushed a geometrical set. She had a geometrical set. We were doing mathematics, actually.
All right.
So she had a geometrical set. And I asked her, good lady, what is your name? And she didn't answer me. She just pushed her geometrical set towards me.
Usome.
Nijisome, na nikajisomea. Nikaona jina Cecilia Wangoi.
Yes.
For me, what caught my eye was the name Cecilia.
Wow. Why?
And I had heard that, I had listened to that song of Cecilia, you're breaking my heart.
So the heart
Way
got
back.
broken.
In the village before I came to the city. And so I had never met actually anyone called Cecilia.
Oh,
In my
really?
mind, the name actually fitted the description of the song.
Oh, they describe the damsel?
Yeah, I would say so because, I just started singing, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart.
You were not afraid she would do what the song says.
She did. And I asked, where are you from? She told me, from Laikipia. Oh my goodness. Cecilia from Laikipia.
Oh my.
And of course, we became acquaintances, we became good friends. We were members of the Christian Union, but I wasn't a very staunch member of the Christian Union. But her presence actually made me become a very good,
serious person.
But I was serious.
With the
things of God. You are serious?
My name is Mungai'S, so I am from God.
Yeah.
So you can actually see.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so
we are sorry, sir. You are the Mungai, others are following.
He used to come to the CU. I used to lead in worship.
Yeah.
So he used to always come to the lecture theatre, to the place where we were holding the hall, where we were holding our Christian Union meetings.
Yeah.
And he would always stand and look at me, present, do. I think that brought him nearer.
All right. So my question begs, when you saw her, did you see a friend? Did you see a heartbreaker?
Like the song.
Like the song suggests? Or what did you see? What did you see when you saw Cecilia?
Well, I saw somebody perhaps maybe who could be a good friend.
All right.
And because fast forward, much later, I think when we were just about second year or third year in college, I told her I see the mother to my children.
Oh.
You said, I see you bearing me beautiful children.
Yes.
But are you in a relationship now?
Yes, now that is fast forward. Now we're already in a relationship. But that's what I actually saw.
So you saw a why?
Yes, when we were in the lecture theatre.
Okay.
Yeah, I think God has a mysterious way of revealing some of these things to us. And that's one of the things that I actually saw. Well, we did share the mathematics class with her and some units in education. And so we naturally became, formed a discussion group.
All right.
And of course, both of us were members of that math discussion group. And we'd always meet, so we had many points of convergence.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And we were also members of the scouting club.
Oh, yes, yes.
So you had a lot that brought you together?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So says from your end, so you see her, tell me.
Did I tell you? She had a purple sweater.
Oh, no.
And a red, black,
It's called what?
it's called what?
With some squares.
Yes.
That dress, that skirt.
Yes, it was red and black.
Red and black in color.
And a
You've not
purple
forgotten that.
How can I?
Call
It was
them
checked.
Yeah,
How can I
checked.
forget that? So I think that is an imprint in my memory.
That will not fade.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So from your end, you are a naive girl.
I tell you.
From Laikipia.
From Laikipia.
Then you see a guy, and
And it was the first, you know what happened? He reported before me. The way you have issues with school fees, I don't know what, so you report later.
Yeah.
You are given a whole week. So he had reported on a Monday. I report on a Friday. And I find them now with some other young men around there. And he spotted me the first day.
Yeah.
It's only that he did not now tell me that he has spotted me. But now the following week, when we went to the lecture theatre, here comes the guy.
Yep.
So what
So
went
now,
on in your mind?
I was like, now these Nairobi guys, they want to start spoiling my life. That's why I couldn't
I'm not
even.
from Nairobi. I'm from the
You know,
village.
now I didn't know,
How
and
did
he
you
looked
see that?
his hairstyle, just like
Sold him out.
what he has. Yeah, it sold him out. He already looked
You
like
had a stereotype.
yes,
For
that
that
these
kind of
these
haircut.
Nairobi guys who have this hairstyle, we used to call it punk.
Box or punk.
Is it punk or box? But it just resembles what he has. He hasn't changed.
All right.
Yes, only that now he has a bit
Around
of hair
the
now.
More white hair.
More white, and now the white hair is
Slowly
slowly
cropping in.
But I thought to myself, now this guy asking me my name. That's why I didn't even tell him, because I was like, now, do I start? And you know, from home, my dad was like, wewe uende shule. Now in Kikuyu, he just told me, uende shule kusoma, sio kwenda kutafuta wanaume. So that already was in my mind. Then now the first day, a man is here,
asking your name.
my name. What for? So I just pushed my geometrical set to him.
But I had all good intentions.
All
Yes.
right. Fast forward.
But I also felt now, and I don't know, I felt something happen in my heart. I did not give him the name,
yeah.
but inside me, I felt this is not a bad guy.
Oh.
That is what came in me,
In your spirit.
in my spirit. But I didn't show. I didn't
All
want
right.
to.
You
I
had to
had.
play hard
I
to
was
get.
still, of course.
You know, there were those days where we
Yes.
knew playing hard to get.
Yes, you must.
Yeah.
You cannot just be told, come we go, and you follow.
You
No.
cannot ask me my name and I tell you
immediately.
How
No.
about I push a set you read for yourself?
You're right.
All right.
I
Fast
know.
forward, you are a Christian girl who has some warnings from the Father. How do you accept to begin to date him?
Now, one, I have told you he was a Christian, but not very deep. So I think after we started dating, he had already started coming to the CU and now following even the Bible study classes, all that. So I saw him transform.
Oh.
So I think that transformation for me is what made it, maybe stamped in me that this is not a bad guy.
All right. Did you tell her, will you be my girlfriend? Was there at that time? Ama, you guys found yourself, you are now dating.
Well, is there a point at which you start saying will you be my girlfriend
some
other than
people
will you be my wife?
I think the wife is the one that came.
Yes, but but of course we became very good friends. Like I said, we would do group discussions together, and we would even go for college trips together.
Okay.
And occasionally, visit each other's room, share a cup of tea, and so we became very good friends.
Awesome.
And we formed part of the circle of friends that we had.
All right.
Yeah, so it was very interesting growing up and going through that motions of college.
Yeah.
And
So what is the one thing you will not forget?
So what happened is that I introduced her to my brother, my late brother.
Oh.
And it was sort of like I was seeking affirmation from my brother, from my elder brother, that this is a good lady. And of course, my elder brother was married, and the wife, we were quite free with the wife. And she sort of like said, yeah, she's a good girl, and I was like, yes, I think I'm in the right track.
You're in the right track.
Yeah, so by the time we were coming to graduate, my larger family, my family members sort of knew there was a girl, and she did something very bold when we were graduating.
Yeah.
She came and took a picture with me, my mother, and my father, And my dad was like, oh, okay. So you're graduating.
You are graduating. You
Both
have
ways.
2 certificates.
You have come out with something, two certificates.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's basically like a farm that we were in it for a long haul.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is it in your dating days that you will not forget?
One, we didn't have money to go to posh places for outings. So on a Sunday after church, and we used to attend GIAM,
Oh,
Jesus is Alive Ministries, yes, in town. So we would go to, what name do we call this hotel? Along
For fish.
Christie's.
Yes.
Christie's, it's called
for
Christie's.
for the fish and chips and something.
Yes, along Moy Avenue.
Chips and chicken. Yeah.
Along Moy Avenue. We would have a bite there or just sip a cup of tea and then go back to college.
did you ever go to Uhuru Park?
So apparently, no. That is one place we never went to.
Because most couples that are just partying
Yeah, I
don't have a lot to spend.
For some reason, we never went there.
Yeah.
But we had some grounds in college where we used to, we were at Kenya Science Campus.
Yes. Along Gong Road, yeah.
Along Gong Road. So there are some grounds that they were in the campus, so you would just go sit,
Take photos.
or sometimes we would move out to walk along that Gong Road up to around Jamhuri Park.
Yeah.
Then
Those days dating must have been fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it
Because
was.
the walk provides a
of
lot
course.
of
Because there were
time,
no phones.
there were no phones.
No social media was not there.
So you guys would have a certain place where you meet. Like you say, in school, see, it's a compound. Did you tell each other to patane hapa hii time?
There is a place where everyone used to sit when maybe after classes. Okay, it didn't have a very nice name. They used to call it frustration block. You remember?
The academic
desert, yeah. So we would always meet
Sit
around, yeah.
All right. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Is there a time that you had any major conflict as you were dating, and how did you resolve it? Like ukaona hii kitu really?
Yeah, but I would say that in a normal relationship, I think that was perhaps the turning point, because at some point, you're in college, you're young, you're playing around, and so you sort of just have a good circle of friends around you.
I know this circle of friends.
So there was one particular one who apparently became a bit close
To him.
to me,
Yes.
and she really felt aggrieved,
All right.
and she didn't want to talk to me after that, and there wasn't really anything.
Okay.
It's just sort of like you
We're good friends.
yeah, just good friends. But I think she got offended by that, and it had to take intervention of my good friend Nick and Toom to really bring us together to reconcile. And I think after that, I learned my
You
lesson.
also told,
Yeah, that's a word. I style up,
And knew even if we have to keep friends,
Yes.
they have
There
to
must
be
be
our
a
friends.
there must be some
Some-
boundaries. I think that's something that was not really.
It was not an issue with him.
All right.
Yeah, but now after that, I
Yeah.
realized, Kube, she gets offended by this, and I think that was one major incident
right.
that we had, and yeah, we got over it, and I think, thank God, it made us stronger.
All right.
It made me mature up faster, I think.
Fast forward,
Yep.
you guys now decide to settle for marriage. Okay, and you have to.
And we have to go to
Talk about it.